Okay, so good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm recording this session. Anybody have any problem, please do let me know right now. Otherwise, you can leave the meeting. If you stay in this meeting, you agree with the terms and condition, then you can record and put on the YouTube. Right? So the exercise which we're going to do is called Ppdt. I'm going to share one hazy picture for 30 seconds. You have to observe that picture very carefully. After that, I'll give you 1 minute to write down the details. In details, you have to write the number of characters you have seen, what is their age, mood, and gender. Age, whatever you're perceiving, mood could be negative, positive, and neutral. Negative, you have to mark with a minus, positive with a plus, and neutral with the O. If you see a male, mark it as a M. If you see a female, mark it as a F. If you're not able to recognize gender, you can mark it as a P. You're not supposed to describe the picture, you have to write the story around the picture, what has happened in the past, what is going on in the picture, and what could be the likelihood of it. Right? And you have to encircle your protagonist or a hero, male or female, who are going to lead the story. Once I ask you, please put your pen down, means you have to put your pen down. You're not supposed to write anything after that. Nothing. Stop means stop. All clear? Anybody with a doubt?
No, sir.
Great. So guys, I'm showing you something for the new people especially. See, your book should look like this notebook or A4 size paper you have in front of your eyes. It's visible? Okay, great. So this kind of box you have to make and should be empty as of now. And action you have to write. Just an example, you're going for a picnic, construction of dam. Okay, rescue operation. Whatever heading you feel like you put it. I told you if you see a male, mark it as a male, age and mood. Gender, age and mood. Age, whatever you're perceiving, male and positive mood. Female, 24, positive. She like that person is a female. Then male, 23, positive, like this. And you have to put the position of a characters we have to see. If you see a male in the left corner, you can mark it as a left. If you see this male in the top, you have to make it in the top. The position of characters, this is the screen, the projector screen, which is on your paper. Okay, then you have to write a story of 200 words, approximately 150, 200 words. 200, 250 words. Any doubt, Nikita? All clear?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay, please stop writing. Everyone, please put a pen down. Okay, so now do one thing, everyone. Varun, stop it. Show me your story in front of camera. So let me see that how you guys wrote it. Okay. Okay, fine. Now everyone close that book and keep behind your back. Do not be side, beside, or somewhere behind your back. Everyone, quick, kneel. Stop it. Close it. बंद कर उसको. Prince, Gaurav, बस हो गया. Close it. It should not be open, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, okay. The next part is a narration part. Now, one by one, each and every individual have to narrate their story. And once the last person done with his or her story, you have to start a discussion. During the course of discussion, you have to come up with a common group story, and you have to select one leader who is going to give the group story to the SSS. Okay, let me remind you one more time. It's not a debate, it's a discussion. Okay, you have to come up with a common consensus. Okay, all clear? Anybody with a doubt? Okay, great. During the course of your narration, don't try to take more than 45-50 seconds. Okay, so let me just assign you the number. Everyone, please mute yourself. Tiwari. Okay. Number 1 is Mayank Mohan. Number 2, Alpha Abhishek. Number 2, Lakshya Dikshit. Number 3, Abhishek Thap. Sorry, one second. Mayank Mohan, number 1. Alpha Abhishek, number 2. Lakshya Dikshit, number 3. Abhishek Thapa, number 4. Then Varun Rishi, number 5. Satish Madhu, number 6. Durai Maram, number 7. Deependra Singh, number 8. Vivek Singh, number 9. Harsh Tiwari, number 10. Gaurav Singh, number 11. Prince Kumar, number 12. Neil is number 13. 14 is Nikita. And 15 is Bridesh Yadav. All clear? Okay, make your narration more louder and clear. Okay, Mayank, please start.
Good evening, gentlemen. From the picture, I have perceived three characters, all male, two in positive mood and one in negative mood. Aged 23 to 80 years of age. The action of my story is taking care of grandfather. Piyush, a 22-year-old boy, is currently pursuing BSc from Delhi University, and he lives with his parents and grandfather. Now his term break is going on, and his parents have gone to attend a relative's marriage for 2 days. So he has to look after his grandfather as he is not quite well. So in the evening, his grandfather is not having dinner. So he asked him what is the problem. He said he's not feeling well. He checked his grandfather's temperature. It's quite high, and his grandfather is also a diabetic patient. So he immediately took him to the hospital. So there, the doctor checked his grandfather, and it turns out to be he is just having a normal flu. So after that, he bring back his grandfather to the house and give him proper medication and care and food, and they both spend their
Next.
time quite well.
Good evening, friends. I perceived three characters in the picture shown to us. All are male, the mood was positive, and the age group was like 18 to 40 years. And the action of my story is telling him about tuberculosis. Ram, age 18, going to the hospital with his uncle. For what he got to know that his cousin has been suffering from fever and cough for 7 days, and he got to know that the doctor has diagnosed him for tuberculosis. When he went there, he got to know that his face was not covered. So he immediately asked him to cover his face with the mask or any blanket with anything that the virus could get infected in the air and others could affected. And later he also asked with the uncle that he had registered him to the government TB portal
Next.
or not, because
Good evening, gentlemen. I perceive three characters from my story. Two is male and one is female. My main protagonist of the story, Aman, and the action of my story to support a friend. The main protagonist, Aman, who was a teacher in a college, he just recently heard a news from his friend's group. One of his friends suffering from a severe fever, and he was admitted in a hospital. So he immediately go for the hospital and take some fresh fruit for him. He told him, don't worry about anything. He and their friends will always be there anytime. And I also meet his family and give him support and also take him sympathy for them. So and support him by money and also for anything what he would demand. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. In the given picture, I perceive three male characters, age group between 24 to 40. The mood of the characters two are in the positive mood and one is in the neutral mood. The protagonist of the story is Mayank Mohan, and the action of the story is helping a friend. So Mayank Mohan was an IT employee working in Leroson and Turbo. One day, he saw that one of his associates was not in his desk since past 2 days. So he went to the HR and asked him that where the associate is. So he come to know that he has been suffering from malaria and he is admitted in the hospital. So Mayank, after completing his work, he immediately went to the hospital and he made khichdi from the home and he carried some fresh fruits. And when he went to the hospital, he found that his friend was admitted in the second ward, and he asked the doctor that what is his condition and how long it will take. So doctor told him that it will take 1 to 2 weeks. After that,
Next.
he can go home. Thank you, gentlemen.
Abhishek, 1 second. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Nikita, where is your tie?
So I don't have a tie right now. I ordered it. It will get delivered in 1 to 2 days.
No, I asked you to be in the tie, right? I gave you well before time or everything, all the information. Actually, I didn't
So
notice it.
actually, I don't. Yes, sir. I'll take care of it next time. Sorry.
No, you have to leave the meeting. You can join from tomorrow once you get the time.
Okay,
Otherwise,
sir.
you can arrange. You can arrange. Otherwise, you can.
So I won't be able to arrange. I'll leave the meeting.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Varun, please continue.
Good evening, gentlemen. I perceive three characters, all are male. two mood are positive and one guy is negative. Action of the story: suffering from malaria. Ram is a Ram is a laboratory, and when his friend father suffering from malaria, he called the friend and check the blood sample, and his friend Ram uh, also told about the precautions of malaria and uh, give back doctor of the malaria, and he prayed to the god. His uncle to will prevent the malaria, and his condition very well. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. From the given picture, I have achieved three characters. Here, hero of my story is Sheila, who is studying in college, and during his class time, he get to know that he get call from his parents that one of her relative got died. So before that, they get a circular that one of his classmates in need of organ transplant, which is kidney. So to help his classmate, he went to the died place and convinced the relatives to help his classmates with the organ so that they can save one life. So they convinced her, and with the help of medical team, they successfully transferred the kidney and saved his classmate life. And that's all. Thank you.
So, good evening, gentlemen. From the picture, I pursue three male characters. Two's mood is positive and one's mood is neutral. So, they are aged between 55, 50, and 38. Vivek, the protagonist of my story, was on his way to work where he saw an accident. And man aged 55 was hit by a running car. So, everyone around there was fear of police consequences while admitting him in the hospital. So, no one was ready to admit him in the hospital. So Vivek took a chance and admitted the guy in the hospital. Since it was the right time, the doctors could save that man's life. And the doctor briefed Vivek about the good Samaritan scheme, which not only rewards people for admitting the victim in the hospital within the golden time, but also said that there will be no police consequences with respect to that person. So Vivek went home happily and also spread this awareness among his friends and family. Thank you.
Who was after Dipinder? Vivek, start.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, gentlemen.
Dipinder, your turn is over.
Yes, sir.
Great, carry on.
Good evening, gentlemen. In my story, I perceive three characters in which two are positive mood and one in neutral mood, and of age group 18 to 28. And an action of my story, helping his friend. Moon is a 28-year-old MD and doctor. One day he went to know that his friend have some problem from his child. So he urgently reached there and check what was the problem. He find that there was a severe lung infection. So he urgently called the ambulance and take him to the ICU, where he with the help of other doctor take him into a urgent precaution, and also suggests his child that he has to be take care of his father, and also give him medications, and also suggest that some exercises so that he will be recovered fastly. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. In this one picture, I have perceived three characters. One is male and two is female, and age is around 23 to 35 years old. And my theme of the story is to take care of mother in the illness. So my protagonist of the story is Raman, who is just graduated in BSc, and one day he got news that her mother is suffering from some chronic disease. So he so he go to home and admitted his mother in the hospital, and by consulting the doctor and giving the proper checkup and medicine medicine in the first situation, her mother was not very well, but gradually her mother recovered well. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. In the given picture, I can perceive 2 male characters and 1 female character with their ages between 30 to 60 years, and all their mood are negative. The action of my story is death, the absolute truth. The protagonist of my story is Rahul, age 30, who lives with his mom. His mom is suffering from his mom is suffering from cancer from a very long time. Rahul takes care of his mom alone. He knows the fact that his mom will be gone soon, so he enjoys every moment with his mom. After a few days from her birthday, Rahul's mom passes away. Doctor declared his mom dead in the morgue. Rahul had tear in his eyes because he was remembering his mom's word that she is very proud of his son. Rahul gathered himself and controlled his emotion, and later he did his mom's funeral rightly, and also used to pray for his mom after life to be happy and peaceful. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. In the picture shown, I perceived 3 male characters in which 2 of them were of age around 40 to 45 years in positive and neutral mode, and 1 male is of 20 years in negative mode. The action of my story is organ donation, and the main protagonist of the story is Shyam. Shyam, who is a well-known doctor in the city hospital. One fine day, Raghav's father, who passed away due to long term of treatment, who passed away due to long term of treatment. So Shyam called Raghav and informed him the news. First, Raghav broke down. Then Shyam calmed him, pampered him, and tell that his father was a great person who follows moral values and ethics. And he also tell Raghav that he should also follow the same. And the last wish of Raghav father was that he should donate the organs to the needy one. So finally, after the discussion, Raghav agreed, and with the help of his father, the many two to three persons were saved by donating the organ. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. What I have perceived from the story is there are 3 characters. All are male. 2 are in positive mode and 1 is in negative mode. Their age is between 30 to 35 years of age. Mohan, the main character of my story, who is a doctor, one day he got a case from the nearby godown, which caught fire, and the patient was in agonizing pain. So seeing him, Mohan has came to the clarity that he got 2nd-degree burns, and so he immediately gave some sedatives to him to relieve the pain, and also recommended some steroids so that his skin tissues will be recovered. He recovered fastly, and after that he got recovered and he's fine. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. From the shown image, I perceived 3 characters. All are female, having age between 25 to 55. The mood of a story is taking care of a mother. Ramya is my protagonist of my story. Ramya, who lives in Kolkata, West Bengal, also works in TCS Kolkata. Her mother suffering from malaria, and after general doctor's advice, she admitted her in a hospital by arranging all the medical certificates and financial conditions. So after a very good treatment there, she became very well, and her grandmother asked him to visit to her mother. So one day she take her to visit her mother. Seeing him again fine, seeing him before fine, she became very happy, and after that the doctor advised him to to advise them to they can take her home and looking care of her very much. Thank you.
Friends, we most of us have perceived
Gentlemen,
that there was the number of characters in the picture shown
the
to us.
picture is like
So
a
I
very
think as there's going to
We
more
can
of
say that
characters,
In the
all
picture,
are
you clearly
equal.
see that the person is
empty.
and someone is
Fighting someone is
very
there
much
in the
him or
picture.
her.
Like
So we
someone
can
is in
make a
We can
story
club
like
the story
that.
that
from a chronic disease or maybe other disease. We can
Person
assume
is
or say
suffering
that someone is
develop a plot
disease
around
or
the
so
picture
we can make a story
to
it's
changing
like
the
taking care of one
Gentlemen,
person.
as most of you have
if you guys
perceived the
are agree,
protagonist to be a
we can
22-year-old male,
like
so
he was
I think
going
we
to the
can go
hospital
with
to
the
see
age
the
of the
We can
character to be
plot the
22
story
and
of
add him as to
Gentlemen,
be a
can we
male.
consider every character to be a male? Is everyone agreeing with this thing?
No, everyone
Yeah,
can't.
I agree with this. I agree with this.
one is female and two is
Let us
male.
by male, I think.
male character.
Yes, Baba, we can
He
agree.
was a nurse.
One is not clear what is
just
male
the
and
decided
female.
that there
We
was
can
one
take
Picture
him
is
as a
very
person.
Character which is
empty and
standing
the patient
are
had
not
Take
Say
him
that
to as a
the
male.
lady or the person
We can
who
age
is
group
lying on the
22 to
bed who is
28 or
suffering
the age
from
of the
disease.
considered to be a
We
mod.
can make a story around that.
done as a person because some says that she is a woman and some say he is a
the
man.
third one was the person who had the blanket
we
on his
can
head.
go through
We
like that
can't
supportive
accept that it was male or
like
female.
with
So we can take it as a person.
Gentlemen, in the
Rather
picture,
than
you
fighting over the
clearly see
number of
that one
person, we can
person
go
who
with
is
the
lying
actor
on the
part, what
bed
our story
is
was going to
suffering
By
be.
taking
from disease
by
or
taking
something.
agree
image as a
So
person.
we can make the
Yeah,
story
I
Common
agree
and
around
with
that.
this
perceive it
point.
to be a case of malaria.
gentlemen,
It be the case of
gentlemen,
malaria.
We can go with the case of malaria.
More
Suffering
acceptable.
from malaria.
The action was
We can
controlling.
say
The
that
malaria is very
No treatment around
Gentlemen,
it.
can we agree on
person
the
that
theme that
Neil
the
had
lady
said
or
was
the person who
malaria
is
can be
suffering from
treated
some
within
chronic
not
disease,
like
or we can say
imagine
that
that it was
it is a
female
blood
or male.
cancer.
As they're clear saying that there is a
when malaria can be treated within
the
we should consider
So like
malaria
that
as a
maybe
case.
affected by
make the
malaria
action
disease,
as
but
action also.
Person who is lying
character
on
which is
the bed is
standing
suffering
near
from
to
malaria.
the
Gentlemen, since road accidents are becoming increasing, the
let
board
us
of
assume
that the
it's
guy
like
submitted was
crying.
a victim
Maybe
of road accident, and maybe we will assume the guy who was submitted was a victim of road accidents. Since road accidents are becoming increasing in
we
India
can't
nowadays.
we can do
Yeah,
just
we
like
can.
a
Yeah,
Shown a
we
maximum
can do road accident.
we can
we
also
can
make a story on
The
that.
age of the
Like
character
someone
that's
is
lying on the bed is
we
around
will-
80.
someone
So how
got
can an
accident.
80-year-old
Like
drive?
that, and
At
if
the
we
point
get to
that
assume it
5
is
years old doctor. How
if
doctor?
we
This is
get to
like
assume it's a road
we can do
accident, I can
we
pass
could
the
not ignore
conclusion
that
to the
if it
story
was an
by
accident,
quoting the
he would not
scheme
have
of
the blanket
submitted
over his
scheme.
firstly we have to
Gentlemen, I
decide
think
the
most of us
action
have
of
not
a story with
seen the
support
picture
of friend.
clearly.
We
The
can
room is
go through
very
like
empty. It is not like
Yes,
a
gentlemen.
hospital room
As
as
Gentlemen, we
Lakshya
can
is
make the
always
story
saying that
around the
the
picture
theme
that
should
the
be
person who is lying
helping a
on the
friend.
bed,
I think it
who
would be
is suffering
appropriate
from
theme.
some disease or chronic.
we can consider it now as a
chronic
Even
disease.
the
said with our
accident victims will be admitted like that in the hospital. Like even the accident victims will be admitted like that in the hospital. And if we go with the case of accident victims, we
But the
can
room
even
doesn't
give a
look like a
positive
hospital room,
conclusion.
gentlemen.
that is
Yes,
not
yes,
a
yes.
Go with a local
Room is
clinic
not
Who is
looking
not
like
taking
a
care
checkup.
of?
Gentlemen, the
Room does
Duran
not
it
look
is
like a
considered to be
hospital.
an accident.
the guy who is
It could be
suffering
other
from
aspect
malaria
also.
disease,
There is
the
a
patient
child
taking the
who
guy
is
who is
consider
suffering
that
from
case of
Gentlemen,
malaria.
taking the
I
action
think
that's
it's not like
helping
that.
the
We
Maybe
have to
other
hospital
go
is
one by
aspects
better.
one.
also.
If all start shouting at the same time, we can't get any points. So if you have any objection, it will be better if you go point by point.
Yeah,
And if you all start
Durai
shouting at the
Maran,
same
the
time.
doctor came to the house of the patient to visit him. He was suffering from a
Yes.
severe illness,
And
so the doctor decided to visit the
He
patient's
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
consider
dependent
So we
area,
can say that
Dependent
you are right,
was
dependent.
also
like
at
the
some
doctor
point. His
visit
mother
and
was
visit
When we
also
go
at
with
patient
positive
home.
That's why
conclusion,
we can
when
take the action
we
that
want to give a
that
positive
friend,
conclusion,
we
I
can
think the
consider
accident
it go
victim
through like
who is
that.
we go for a
lying on
positive
the bed,
conclusion.
is
Mother of the
suffering from some
protagonist.
chronic disease. So
Gentlemen,
we
we
can
can
make the
consider
story
this like
around
the
that.
person who is lying on the bed to be the mother of the protagonist. And the
No,
doctor
Yes, yes, we
visited
can say
told
that.
Even
that
but
he is suffering from malaria.
but I can
The person
perceive
who is
he is a
lying
male
at
character.
the
So how
bed,
can
is
we make him a mother?
lying on the bed had beard, I
can
guess.
be female.
I
The
person lying on the bed was a male
option.
How can a female have a
we can consider her as a nurse of the doctor.
Can we go through like that? A
Gentlemen,
person
makeup protagonist who is
in a hospital to meet his friend, he
standing
was got a civil
behind
malaria.
the lady and
We
the
can
lady who
consider
is
it,
lying
no?
on the bed.
Yeah, we can consider
And
any of
Yes,
these.
yes.
have to
female
consider
also
Only the
Everyone is
age
story
character showing the
as a
emotion.
along
The
with
person
very
is
character
very
showing any
well,
emotion.
We can also say that the person who is laying down on the bed, his
like
mother was
the room
also
of
in the hotel after
how
listening
can you
his
say
news.
that? It is very empty.
so that we can make a story.
Guys,
Yeah,
if you are
Gaurav,
agree that we could
Yeah,
consider
Gaurav,
that
no,
he was
Gaurav,
having
it
a
can't be
talking
like
from TV.
Gentlemen, it can't be a mock. Suppose if that person was dead, his face should be covered, right?
In the picture,
Gentlemen, if the person was dead,
this is a hospital case.
but from the photo we can see the photo, the face of the person was not covered. It means that the person is still alive.
Yeah, I agree with Abhishek Tharma on this that the person was still alive.
The person is not deceased, he is alive, and maybe his treatment is on.
So I think we should consider
maybe
such
yeah,
kind
he
of
was
a
on a
disease
yes,
that
we-
can be
he
cured
was-
within
yes,
months.
we can consider
And
him
malaria, I think it
as
can be
a
cured
alive.
within months. So we should consider malaria to be the
Yeah,
case.
Abhishek, listen to me.
Yeah, you can go through like
And the person who is
Also make a
There
story
should
on
be a
that.
proper
beside him, he was not so
I think we have to
so the-
consider that there is some
Gentlemen, kindly
after
listen to
that
what
he
Dipender is
take him
saying.
to the hospital
Yes,
and
Dipender,
check
what
as
point
a
you
what
were
was the
adding?
main problem.
the Dipender thing.
It was the patient's house.
But is it
Yeah, yeah,
The whole
this
room
point to be
that patient
considered.
can-
Gentlemen, since there were
First
no
he
other
check in the
instruments,
patient house.
consider it to be half of the
But
person.
even at
Take him
home,
to
the
the
rooms are
hospital
not
and
that quite
check.
empty.
And we consider he is just patient and
Even at home, the rooms are not quite that
He
empty.
considered it like
Even if it was a clinic.
the friend of his father, and he had went to his home to visit him. We considered that
gentlemen, as we
I
see that the
think
person who is lying on
the
the
story
bed
story
is
goes as
the
told
family.
that
And
and
we
person
make
on
a
the
story
house,
behind
You are
that,
doing
that
right
take him to the
this
hospital
person who
and
is lying on bed
Either we
seems
have-
what was the
something
main
wrong.
problem with
Gentlemen,
his
what
body.
is the gender of the person who is suffering from the disease?
That would be a hard
Gentlemen,
Abhishek Thapa, it
Gentlemen,
is
what
clearly
is
depicting
the
that.
what is the
Abhishek, it
gender
is
of the
clearly
person who is
depicting that.
suffering from the disease?
Yeah, it is clearly depicting that.
Can we go with male?
Is she a
I
male or
think male.
female?
Abhishek,
Male.
He was male.
we have
They
to
were two
consider
male.
Okay, please stop it. Okay, now, gentlemen, tell me who's your group leader. Tell me who's your group leader.
Gentlemen, if you all agree, can I narrate the story?
Yes, Mayank. I nominate you as a
Yeah,
group leader.
yeah, I'll go with mine.
Yes,
I'll go with mine.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir. I will go with Mank
Yes, sir.
because
I'll
the
go with
story
mine.
is same.
I think his narration was good, so I'll go with mine.
Covering most of the point of
Guys, listen, gentlemen. Who's the group leader? Mayank, all agree? Okay,
sir.
Mayank, give the group story.
yes.
Okay, sir. So, Piyush, who is a 22-year-old boy, he lives with his family in Delhi and he is currently pursuing BSc. And his parents are out of town, and he is living, his grandmother also lives with them. So, and he is an old lady, 8-year-old. She is suffering from, she is quite not well all the time. So, for the next 2 days, Piyush has to take care of his grandmother. So, on the evening, his grandmother refuses to eat food. So, and he asked her what's going on with her. She said she is not feeling well. So he immediately checked his temperature. It was a bit higher than usual. So he called the doctor at home as his grandmother is in no condition to go to the hospital. The doctor comes and checks her and he diagnoses her with symptoms of malaria. After that, she gets tested and her malaria test gets positive. After that, doctor prescribes her some medicine and tell Piyush to take a good care of her. After that, Piyush takes good care of her and she gets well in 3 to 4 days. Thank you. That is the story.
All agree with the story?
Sir, actually, I have a concern with that.
Just ask you guys agree or not? Simple, don't tell me concern and all.
Yes,
No.
sir.
I agree,
Guys,
sir.
Yes,
give-
sir.
give
Yes,
story
sir,
or
agree.
story?
Agreed, sir.
Agree, sir.
Group
Story, sir.
story, sir.
Agreed. Group story.
Group story. Group
Okay,
story.
anyone who's not agree?
Group.
Sir, I don't.
Who?
Durai Maran.
So why did you nominate him?
No, just give me some chance to represent myself.
Don't give a bloody
No,
chance to anyone.
No, not for that. I just want to share the